Hello everybody! Today I'm going to be making another video on Master Duel. So, today I'm going to be showcasing off Infernoble Knights and their combos. So, let's just get in with the deck profile of Infernoble Knights or Isolde Gober, because this deck is nothing without Isolde, and I know because when I built the deck in TCG, they banned Isolde. Now the deck is just scraps. The deck makes the same ish combo as in Master Duel. The only problem is that the deck is very much more like not as strong against hand traps. I forgot what the word was. Okay, it's like very much less resistant to hand traps. There it is. Well, in Master Duel, because we have Isolde, we can make full Infernoble Knight combo with only 2 warriors, and that's all we really need. And since it's only 2 warriors, we can just put a bunch of cards that do the same thing and make it kind of redundant, but in the end it always gets to the same point. And if we somehow if somehow we have way too many bodies, we can also go for an even larger combo with even more bodies, because SP is a warrior, for example. And if we're not warrior lock, we can go into Promethean into this guy. Okay, it works. It works pretty well. Then I'm gonna go through all the cards. If they're combo pieces, what they do, but I'm probably gonna go through like one combo and show it off. So we have Renaud, combo piece, great card. Fire Flint Lady, it's situational, but it's very easily added. This card is also situational, but it's pretty good when those situations arise. Maximum C is pretty good. Sad is gonna get cut to 1 soon. Neo-Spacian Aqua Dolphin is a busted card with the connector. It's 1 card combo. This is sadly a brick. So yeah, connector is a 1-star combo. Crazy card. Ashes for Fools and Purlias. Ogier is a 1-card combo. And it can be searched via Durandal, Museum, Heritage. Oliver is an extender and endboard piece to the Charles to make him untargetable by card effects. Magus is our recycler because he recycles all the equip spells and fire warriors from grave and banish into deck, but sadly cannot shuffle back fire warriors that are from the extra deck. Turpin is just 3 bodies at once. You can almost summon him or special summon him somehow. Then he can equip himself to something and summon it back through Museum. Then he also has the 3rd effect, which lets him summon himself and then banish himself. Great card. Fuo. Quantum Red Layer is just going 2nd card. Or going first if you can somehow add him without having to normal summon. Great card. Pretty good in going 2nd situations. Diabellstar is just the most incredible extender in the game for this deck, I suppose, because it lets the deck have more options to Renaud, Fireflint Lady, and Ricardetto. Gearfried is just a monster negate, great card, 1 Nibiru for the crossout. Triple Heritage, which is just a starter. Talents, OSS for the Diabellstar. Living Fossil for a combo. Durandal for a starter extender combo. Joy uses for the combo. Almax is for the combo. Gearblade is for the combo. Angelic Ring is for the combo. Arms Museum is an extender. This is a great extender. Callback Grave, Crossout, and Wanted Seeker of Sinful Spoils. And then the extra deck is just cards we will see for the combo. And some more situational cards like Promethean, SP, Dempsey, and Hita, and Ferocious Flamesworder. Okay, I'm gonna go into some solo games, because I had tried some online games, and they went horribly wrong. Okay, I think this is the 2nd take for Infernobles. What is this? I'm just picking at random. Okay, I'm gonna exit and I'm gonna go to this one. Bro, what is happening, bro? I haven't played this game in such a long time. Stories. I'm gonna just go into the Absolute Monarch. I don't think it matters. Let's go and play some Yu-Gi-Oh and show off some decks. I'm going first, of course. And so, this hand does it. We can start off by going Diabelsar to send the Turpin. I'm setting the OSS. Now I'm gonna keep the OSS for later. I'm gonna just go Durandal, targeting the Witch to add an Ogier. Yeah, Ogier seems like a good choice here. Normal Ogier effect. Sending a copy of Gearfried because I already have Turpin engrave. And then I'm gonna go for... I mean, I have two options here. I can go Turpin, put itself in the back row, and then summon Oliver by sending the Turpin to the grave. Then I can just make an Angelica like that. Or I can go for Isolt and lock myself into Warriors, which is kind of meh. So I'm gonna go without locking myself into Warriors. Turpin, summon himself out. Oliver, using the Turpin. Then he becomes a level 1 tuner, because he's originally level 4 tuner. Angelica. Add Museum. Museum effect. Add a copy of Joyous. Yeah, I'm gonna add a copy of Joyous. Almace is just the third copy of Durandal and a second copy of Joyous. So it's just a good card to have, because it replaces the other two. Now I'm gonna go for Oliver, target Princess, so that she can tag out. And so she tags out into... I'm gonna send first a copy of... Actually, I can send the Renaud and then add it back to Joyce. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna summon the Roland. And then I'm gonna go for... Okay, so this is where... Actually, it would have been better if I went for the Almace instead of the Joyous, because I could have gone Almace, equipped to the Roland, and go into Charles. But now I'm gonna have to do something a little bit weird. Okay, I'm gonna go Joyous to the Roland, activate it, and add the copy of Renaud. And then I'm gonna go Renaud, summon himself out for the Immortal Phoenix Gearfried. Then I'm gonna summon the Immortal Phoenix Gearfried by banishing the Durandal because I have 2 in deck. And then I'm just gonna go... I don't know. Because I need to have an equipped card on the field. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna go and use the Ogier to equip itself to the Roland. Then I'm gonna use the effect of Turpin to summon himself, because I have an equipped card on the field. And then I'm gonna go into the Charles. This works perfectly fine, but sadly I'm not gonna be able to have a copy of Oliver or Ogier on top of the Link 1 Charles that I want to have. Then we're gonna activate the Synchro Roland to equip itself to Charles. To Choo-Choo Charles. We're gonna make Emperor Charles the Great. Man, his OCG name was Charlemagne, and that was such a sick name. Too bad they changed it to Charles the Great. Not gonna pop anything yet. Summon out the Charles. There we go. And I'm gonna make a copy of Baron de Fleur with this Renaud and this Charles. Great stuff. Also, if you don't have access to Renaud, you can just make a second copy of Charles the Great, most of the times. I'm gonna go for simple spoils here, sending the Diabelsar so I can just go ahead and make an SP on top of everything, using a Ricardetto and perhaps something else. But I am indeed warrior locked here. Just make it simple SP. I'm gonna send this cross off, why not? And now during the end phase, he find Angelica summons herself out. Then Charles gets to equip from grave and from deck. So he gets this Joyeuse from the graveyard, and then he gets to equip from deck this Maugus. Okay, which I'm probably going to pop, or I'm not gonna pop. No, I'm not gonna pop. Because I can pop it, and then I can go and draw one card. I don't know if that's really worth it. I'm just gonna show. I'm gonna pop the Malgus, which is gonna trigger itself so I can shuffle back this, and also a copy of Renaud. No, yeah, actually, yeah, Renaud. By the way, they shuffle the cards as cost, so that's why you can't shuffle back extra cards. And we get an Almace for next turn. Okay, we have great follow-up. We have a Spell Negate with Charles. We have a Banish on field with SB. We have a Omni Negate with Baron, and we have a Monster Negate with Phoenix Giffried. And we also have a Pop with Charles, which we get after we equip Roland to Charles as a quick effect, like I'm going to show here. Equip. And I'm going to pop the back row. Perfect. Okay, I don't know what that is. I don't think it matters. Here we go. Effect. Pop the Roland. And then pop the domain. And then again, just equip cards to him. Almace, why not? And from deck, Turpin, because we want him engrave anyways. And that's pretty much the deck. You just make... Your board is always going to end on either 2 Charles the Great, plus an SP... No, it's always going to be 2... It's always going to be 2 copies of Emperor Charles the Great. That has to be it, always. And something I didn't showcase was that there's a card called Angelica's Angelic Ring, which you can equip to your Charles after you've dumped 4 with Isolt. I'm just going to show that real quick. Okay, that was the combo. Here I have the basic I'm just gonna do the 1 card starter with connector. Connector for Aqua Dolphin. Aqua Dolphin discard something you don't want. Look at your opponent's hand. I can get rid of this. Make Isolt. Isolt. So you want to just add a random card, you can add Red Lair. Because you don't want them in deck. Red Isolt for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. For the Ogier. 1 Ogier to Gearblade. Ogier sent Turpin. Gearblade to the Ogier. Turpin special summon himself. There we go. Make Dempsey. Dempsey effect. Add a copy of Renaud. We're gonna activate Dempsey to detach the Turpin. Actually, the Ogier. Renaud, special summon. Add back the living fossil from Graved Hand. Living fossil for the Ogier. We can also summon the connector because we don't want a Ogier to be banished. Make Angelica. Angelica effect. Add a copy of Museum. By the way, we're not locked into anything right now. This is purely unlocked. Museum for Almace. We're gonna go Ogier, target the princess. Princess effect. Send a copy of Gearfried. Special summoning out Roland. Then we go Prom. Prom Princess for the Turpin. Or Ogier, I don't think it really matters. Go for Charles. Activate Charles to Roland to equip to Charles. Make the link one. Then we equip. Then we can go Charles to pop the Empress, the Promethean Princess. Then we go Museum. Yeah, Museum. Summon out the Charles. Then go Almace, equip to the Charles. Summon out Emperor Charles. We hit 1 and 2. Almace to add back the Gearfried. Effect to just banish this Durandal because we have multiple copies in deck. And even now, I can also go, if I really wanted to, I can go OSS, pop the Museum, and summon Flint Lady. So I can just make an SP Little Knight. I'm just gonna pass on this. We're gonna hit the Angelica to summon herself out. I'm gonna activate this Charles because they're both activated at the same time, but it is a hard once per turn. We're gonna equip the Angelic Ring plus a copy of Oliver, which is gonna make this guy untargetable by card effects. And this right here is the base combo. We have 2 Emperor Charles the Greats, which is 2 spell negates and only 1 pop, sadly, because the pop is hard once per turn. You get the pop by activating Roland and equipping it to one of these, but mainly this guy because he has all the equips on him. Monster negate, and we also have a pop in Graveyard with Promethean. This was done with 1 card. Yeah, that's the combo. I'm just gonna exit and just say, hope you had a good time, and hope you're gonna continue watching my videos, and hope you have a great day.